That wasn't
do you
even
mean?
the next. That wasn't even the next touchdown. What the heck?
Are we going play-by-play?
No, we're not going play-by-play. Yo, speaking of, let's just jump into that. Let's just jump into the game. Why not? So, to start the game, I was not worried at all. I don't know why, but going into the game, I wasn't worried at all. I just don't know why. Like, there was a few things, like, TJ Watt was back. He's healthy. He was playing. So, you should be scared of TJ Watt. But there's something about Joe Thuney being on the outside at left tackle that has been absolutely crazy. He's been fantastic. So in the last 3 games, right, with Joe Thuney at left tackle, Mike Caliendo at left guard, Creed Humphrey at center, Trey Smith at right guard, and Jawan Taylor at right tackle, with a short stint of Wanye Morris at right tackle against I think it was the Browns. Or it might have been the Texans. Either way, we have allowed 1 sack, right? Joe Thuney has allowed 0 sacks in the last 3 weeks at left tackle. 0. Mike Caliendo allowed 0 pressures at left guard. Like, this is, it's, bro, like,
yeah.
This is probably what should have happened sooner rather than later. Shout out to Joe Thuney. Joe Thuney, you're a stud. Keep doing what you're doing. But there's that. But to start the game, our key was getting pressure on Russell Wilson, right? Our defense needed to get pressure on Russell Wilson, and man, did we do it early. First drive, the very first play, they gained 7 yards. Crap. Next play, running game, got nowhere. Blown up by Nick Bolton. The next play, Russell Wilson was sacked for 11 yards, and what the heck? Mike Dannon. It's crazy. But he was sacked for 11 yards and fumbled the ball. Right? Like, bro, let's go. Mm-hmm. And it wound up being they did wind up recovering the ball, right? And they punted.
Still, though.
They punted to us, and then Nico Remigio returned it for 25 yards. So, he technically returned it for, what was that? Yeah, no, he returned it for 25 yards and got into Pittsburgh territory, which was, stinking great. And then we just punched the ball right down the field and scored a touchdown. Our first 4 plays were runs, right? We got to a 4th and 1. It got to 3rd and 1 actually, after 2 plays, and we ran the ball twice with 1 yard to gain, which is what I've been saying we need to do with Kareem Hunt, right? Give the ball to Kareem Hunt and let him cook, man. That man, if you give him 2 downs, he's going to get a yard, at least, right? On 3rd down, he didn't get any yards, but 4th down, he pumped it through for 4 yards. So, shout out to Kareem Hunt. And then, going down, Patrick Mahomes wound up throwing a touchdown pass to Xavier Worthy, of which Xavier Worthy made like a great dive to the end zone to score that on that, score on that drive after a turnover too.
Yeah, right. We were able to capitalize on that.
Yep.
It was good to see Travis Kelce leading in yards and targets and breaking Tony Gonzalez's record.
Bro, we haven't got there yet. We haven't got there yet. I haven't got to his touchdown thing. That wasn't even the next. That wasn't even the next touchdown. What the heck?
Are we going play-by-play?
No, we're not going play-by-play, but yeah, it's like the way we did it was methodical, and I was trying. Man, you just, bro.
Yeah, man, you had a plan. I'm so sorry. You had a plan.
Bruh. This dude over here. Yeah. So I guess we'll jump the script that you don't have.
I don't have, and I didn't read.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Even if you did have it, you wouldn't read.
That's true.
No.
I don't know how to read.
So before we jump to Travis Kelce, so on the first 1, 2, 3, drives. The Steelers had a total of 12 plays or 11 plays. I think it was 11 or 12, right? So we were able to hold them. And I guess what was it? 3 of those plays were no. Yeah, so 12 plays, not including a punt and not including the interception. But yeah, man, our defense played really well. Put pressure on what's that dude's name? Russell Wilson. Put pressure on Russell Wilson really well. We got a few sacks.
5.
And our defense, just a few.
Just a few.
I mean, we made turnovers. We won the turnover battle yet again. So we got 2 turnovers. They didn't get any. So it's one of those things where it's like our defense was playing well. Trent McDuffie wound up forcing a fumble from Pat Fryermuth on the sideline when they were driving down the field. And
then I think we scored on that, didn't we?
No, we didn't score on that. We just recovered the fumble. No, we just recovered the fumble. But yeah, we cooked yesterday. We cooked last week. We really did on defense. Our defense looked good, and man, just kind of proud of the dudes for turning it up. Now getting back to the offensive side of the field. Yeah, so let's go to Travis Kelce. So Travis Kelce did lead the team, like you were saying, in yards, receptions, targets. Got that 20-yard touchdown where he was wide open, open in the end zone. And how do you let that dude get that wide open? I don't know. But he officially passed. He officially passed I guess if you're the Steelers, yeah. He officially passed Tony Gonzalez for most touchdowns all time in Chiefs history, or most receiving touchdowns all time in Chiefs history. So shout out to him. He did Tony Gonzalez's dunk on the goalpost. Got flagged for it, and Tony Gonzalez did say, "Yeah, I pay that fine for you." They had a little back and forth. He said, Tony Gonzalez said, "Congratulations." Travis Kelce said, "Thanks." He said, "Hey, you mentioned something about helping out with the fine." And Tony Gonzalez replied with "I got you, LOL." So, kind of fun. Kind of fun back and forth. Patrick Mahomes had a day. So everybody's been so worried about Patrick Mahomes not being Patrick Mahomes. He went 29 of 38. He had 3 touchdowns on 320 yards.
That's 76% completion rate.
Yeah.
He had 0 interceptions.
Against a top defense in the NFL. Okay?
Yeah.
Easily top 10, if not top 6 defense in the NFL. Although the Steelers have, I think the Steelers have lost 3 in a row now.
Yeah, they've been struggling a little bit.
They've been struggling lately. Lost 3 in a row. They have, they're fighting with the Broncos, the Chargers for that spot at, what is it, 5th seed, I think. So we'll see who can claim that 5th seed. But right now it's not looking like it's actually looking like it's going to be the Chargers that are taking that 5th seed. So yeah, and that'll be interesting to see how the Pittsburgh Steelers do, how that pans out. Now, when it comes to rushing yards for us, we only had 69 yards total rushing. First, nice. Second, that's not the greatest. We did run the ball 20 times, cool. But you're averaging 1 run to every 3 passes. Not the greatest thing you want to do. Or 1 run to every 2 passes, I guess it would be.
But whenever Mahomes is on fire, whenever he's throwing and he's cooking, on the receiving side of the ball,
Well, let's talk about the deep ball, which is back, baby. The deep ball is back.
Yep.
I don't know if you saw it, but it is back. Justyn Watson got a 49-yard touchdown reception from Patrick Mahomes, and immediately everybody's going crazy. The deep ball's back. The deep ball is back. So Patrick Mahomes had, I think, I think we had 3 passes of 20 or more yards yesterday, or 3 receptions of 20 or more yards. So, that's pretty great. That's if you're completing ball down the field. I think it was like 3 of 6 down the field of 20 plus yards. So 50% at 20 plus yards is pretty great. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, and like we have the intangible presence of like Hollywood Brown and DeAndre Hopkins, because it's like Justin Watson was able to get open.
Yep.
He got like it was like out of nowhere. It's like, oh, Justin Watson won for a lot of people. He's still on the team, but he's also like one of our most reliable guys whenever it comes to those situations.
Right. Well, and people forget that Justin Watson's not slow.
Right.
Justin Watson is pretty quick. He's a fast guy. He was kind of that utility guy when he was in where is that? Tampa Bay. When he was in Tampa Bay, he was kind of that utility guy. So yeah, it's nice having him on the team. He's got 3 Super Bowls under his name too. Like he won one with the Buccaneers, and now he's won 2 with the Chiefs. Potentially another one. So Justin Watson's played a huge role in a lot of these games, and just getting wide open. Even though he might only have 1 or 2 catches, he still has like several 10 to 15 to 20 plus yard catches. You know what I mean?
Yeah, those two catches put him third in the receiving yards for the day.
Right.
So,
yep, he had the 59-yard touchdown, or I'm sorry, 59-yard, 49-yard catch, and then an 11-yard touchdown reception on that same drive. So it was kind of crazy, We did have a moment on special teams where Nico Remigio fumbled the ball. Like the ball popped out, it bounced off a defender, and then went right back into Deion Bush's arms. So that was kind of crazy. That was kind of nutty. So, yeah, man, that was it was on all cylinders. Our defense, our offense, our special teams, they were cooking during that game, right? They were absolutely on fire. And, man, I don't think it could have gone any better. We're still one of a few teams that haven't scored more than 30 points this season. And all the other teams have a losing record. We're the only team with a winning record that hasn't scored more than 30 points.
Well, and it's like we're the winningest team in the NFL.
Right.
It's not like we're 9-7.
Right.
No,
and there wasn't a moment in this game, even though there was twice, I think, that the Steelers pulled it within 6. Even with that, I still didn't feel like scared. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I still wasn't worried about us winning at all. So, yeah, it's kind of it's just fun. It's just fun, man. It's just fun.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. Harrison Butker did miss an extra point, but that was on a very silly penalty thrown on Xavier Worthy on his touchdown. So when he got up, he did his little like throwing gifts into the Santa's bag and stuff, and then he did something you cannot do, right? He did what they call a violent gesture, which I understand, but he lifted up his shirt and indicated that he might be carrying, right? We'll imagine what you think he's carrying. We won't say it on here because we don't want to be demonetized, even though we're not monetized. So
preemptive
demonetization. So yeah, we're not gonna say it, but we just don't want to. We like our money.
That put Butker in a tough spot.
It put Butker. It was a 48.
In a
it went from
spot.
Yeah, it went from a 33-yard extra point to a 48-yard extra point.
And this was his second game back.
His second game back.
Because last time.
This is third game. This is third game back, but yeah, he. So yeah, it was.
Yeah, that happens. I mean, in this game, it didn't matter.
Right. This game it didn't matter. And then later it happened again. So where he had to do another 48-yard extra point because Travis Kelce got flagged for the dunk on the field goal post. So it was a 15-yard unsportsmanlike penalty. So they
he hit that one.
Yeah,
right?
He nailed that one. That couldn't have been more center. Could not have been more center. So good on him. It was fun to see. Yeah, so we'll kind of see what else is going to happen over the next couple of weeks, like with people maybe coming back. That'll be fun. But man, this week our guys just showed up and showed out, and I couldn't be happier. It's just Andy Reid came into the locker room dressed as Santa Claus after the win. Did you see that?
Yep, I saw that.
Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes came in wearing Santa coats. So yeah, it was fun all the way around.